Hello. Thank you so much for being here. I'm excited to do some yoga. We are going to do an Australian animal adventure today with some yoga poses that have some Australian animals and some things that you might find if you were going on an adventure in Australia. We'll start by taking some deep breaths together so that we can get ready to focus and to move our bodies. So make sure wherever you are, you're sitting up nice and tall to let the air come into your belly and to your low ribs. That helps you take a nice deep breath in and out through your nose. So seal your lips and take some deep breaths while sitting up nice and tall. Nice job. Okay, well the first thing we need to do is we need to get to Australia and we need to pack our suitcase. So let's get our suitcase packed. I'm gonna sit on the floor and make sure I got all my clothes ready. So put your feet out wide. I gotta fold up all my clothes, make sure they're folded, and take the stack and put it in your suitcase. And this stack, put it in your suitcase. Ooh, take this stack and put it in your suitcase. Okay, are we gonna get it all in? Push down. Ooh, okay. We got a couple more things. Don't forget those shampoo and conditioner bottles and our toothbrush. Ooh, we got to get some books. Okay, get some books in there for a long plane ride. Maybe some music to listen to, however you listen to your music. Stuffed animal, definitely need that. Okay, great. Let's try to shut this suitcase. Okay. All right, let's stomp on it. It's time to stomp on the suitcase. Okay, I think we got it. All right, let's make sure Mom or Dad can get that in the car for us. Here we go. Into our car. We got to buckle up our seatbelt and we'll be ready to go. So, toes up nice and tall. Buckle your seatbelt one side and the other side. And here we go. Whew. At a stoplight. Up the hill and down the hill. Good, and turn right and left. Okay. Made it to the airport. Time to get in the airplane. Let's lay on our bellies, because now we're the airplane. All right, arms out wide like an airplane. You've got your wings ready. Press your feet together like the tail of the airplane, and it's gonna go up. Here we go, ready for takeoff. Lift up really high. Lift your feet up. Good, soar to the side. Other side. And other way again. Back to that side. Good, lift up one more time. Woo. All right. Now, that was a long plane ride. I'm so glad we made it, but we're kind of stiff from sitting in the plane a long time. So let's do some stretches. Let's stand up and do a little stretching here. Put your feet out wide. Reach up really tall. Good, and then reach over to one side, and then over to the other side. And then let's reach down and stretch our legs. So down to one leg. Good. And then your other leg. Whew. Good. And let's do some marching. Get our feet all moving again. Get the blood flow. Nice job. All right. We're ready to explore Australia. It's a beautiful hot day. So the first thing we're going to do is go to the beach. Once we're at the beach, we need to put up our umbrella. So come onto one foot and stand like you have an umbrella pole. Reach your arms up wide like an umbrella. You can have your umbrella be like this size or like this size. Could be a really big umbrella because there's a lot of sunshine in parts of Australia by the beach. Got to make sure we're protected from those UV rays of the sun. So we've got our umbrella. Good, let's put our other leg up. Reach your umbrella up and out. Ready for protection. Nice job. Good. On the beach, we see a lot of seagulls. If you've ever seen the movie Finding Nemo, they say, mine, 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 mine. So we're going to be seagull pose. So bring one foot in front of your knee and your knee close to your hands. Okay, then you're going to scoot your other leg back a little bit at a time and come into pigeon pose, which is kind of like seagull. Those seagulls kind of sit there and they move their head and they say, mine, 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 and they're looking for crumbs. Good. Let's switch sides. So come back to your knees, put your other foot in front of your knee, and then scoot that leg back nice and straight and sit on your hip. Your heel can be a little closer to the front of your mat. Good. And we're in pigeon pose or seagull. Lots of seagulls on the beach are looking for food and for crumbs. Luckily, we're not sharing our sandwich. That's all for us. Let's get our sandwich out. Ugh. All right, so coming in, we got our sandwich here that we made this morning, and it's in a nice triangle shape. Cut it in half again, and eat it up. Eat this side. Good, and eat this side of your sandwich. Whew, good. Now we're nice and full. It is time to go for a boat ride. All right, first we gotta go over the bridge to the other side of the beach. So let's make a bridge. Come all the way down onto your back. We're gonna do bridge pose. Put your hands down by your feet. You're gonna press in with your feet and your arms and lift up for bridge pose. You could make just a little bridge, or you can kind of shimmy your shoulders underneath and make a taller bridge. We have to go over the bridge to get to our boat. Way out in the harbor. Good. Come on up to seating. We're gonna do boat pose. So get in the boat, put your feet close to your body, hold on behind your knees, lean back a little with a straight spine, and lift your feet up. Balance in our boat pose. Release your hands, and we can rock back and forth on the waves. Whoa. Good. You can rock again. Whoa. Try not to walk forward. Whoa. And back one more time. Woo. Nice. Balancing. While we're in the boat, we see lots of different animals. We, of course, see dolphins. So let's do dolphin pose. Come all the way down to your hands and knees. Bring your hands down onto your elbows. Put your hands together. And then you're going to straighten your legs up and back for dolphin. You can rock back and forth on your toes. Good job. Uh-oh, another thing we see while we're out on our boat, kind of far away, is a shark. Come all the way down to your tummy. Oh no. Put your hands behind your back. You can make a shark fin like this, or hold your knuckles and straighten your arms and lift them up like a fin for shark pose. We go back and forth. Sharks swim side to side like this, so go back and forth, side to side. Oh no, there's lots of sharks, but luckily the dolphins are coming back. So come back to dolphin pose. Hands together, elbows down. Come up to your knees, and then shift your hips up and back for dolphin. Dolphins even do some leaps. So if you're holding on real tight with your hands and pressing in with your elbows, you can do some little jumps. Good job. Whew, those dolphins, they help get rid of the shark. Thank goodness. Another thing we see from our boat ride once we're returning back to the sand are some funny little crabs that are just walking along the sand all the way across the sand. And I think they might be going, since they're very musical crabs, to the opera house, which is right nearby. So the crabs, along with us, are going to the opera house. Step your feet out really wide. It's got some really cool triangles on top. It's so beautifully shaped. So we're gonna make a triangle pose. Reach one hand up, the other hand down. Triangles for the opera house. Good, let's make a triangle on the other side. Feet wide, One arm down, one arm up. Yeah, the Sydney Opera House is really famous in Australia. It's very pretty to look at. All right, well, that was our boat adventure. That was really nice. Now we're going to get in a Jeep and go out into the Australian bush and see what other animals we can find. So we'll get into Jeep pose. A Jeep is a really cool vehicle that's kind of rectangular shaped, and then it's got a roof on top, or it's got an open roof where you can kind of sit up high and look to see what's around you. So make a Jeep pose. And then if we're inside the Jeep, we can look out and see all the different animals. The first one we see is a lot of lizards. They have some really cool lizards in Australia. So we're going to come into lizard pose. Step 1 foot forward. Bring your hands on the inside of your foot. And then straighten your back leg for lizard. Good. You can stick out your lizard tongue. And shift back and forth like you're getting ready to run. Good. Let's do lizard on the other side. So bring your other foot all the way forward. Bring your hands on the inside of your foot and straighten your back leg. Good. Lizard. Stick out that tongue. Good job. Nice work. Another animal that they have a lot of in Australia are spiders. Ooh. Come on to your feet. We're going to be in a low squat. Okay, so we're going to start with our feet even wider than normal and bring your hands behind your calves, and then you sit on your arms for spider. Eek! Got to be really careful of those spiders. There are some that like to bite in Australia, so we've got to be really careful. Luckily, they're far away. Good. Of course, the other thing that we see tons of in Australia are the kangaroos. So come to stand with your feet together and your arms out and make them really small because they have smaller arms. And then bend your knees like you're going to hop. You can come all the way down onto your tippy toes and lift your heels. Good. And then come back up nice and slow and do some kangaroo hops. Good job. It's a lot of kangaroos. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Well, thank goodness we've still got this Jeep because we've got a ways to go. Way off in the trees, I think I see, and we're going to find out when we get closer, but those might be koalas. So start in tree pose. Put your foot on your ankle or way up on your thigh and reach your hands up. Grow your tree really tall. Ooh, wobbling a little bit in the wind. Nice. And then the koalas like to hold on to the tree branches. So bring your leg over your other leg and sit down and wrap your arms up like you're holding on to the tree branches for koala pose. Good. Lots of koalas. Let's switch and do tree on the other side. So bring your other foot to your ankle or up to your thigh. Hands reach up. Breathe slowly to help you balance. Good. Now find another koala. Bring your leg over the other leg. Bend your knee and twist up your arms, or you can hold on tight like this, like a koala hanging onto the tree. Good. Sit a little lower. Nice job. Good job, koalas. Now we're getting all the way out to some water. I see a big lake over there. Put your fingers together. Nice. Yeah, there's a big lake. Let's see what we can find in that water. The first thing we see are some beautiful white birds called ibis. They have a long beak and they stand on one leg. So we're going to hold our other leg up to help us balance on one leg and make your beak really long, like an ibis. Good. And you could pretend to stretch out your tail feathers. Nice job. Whoa, wobbly ibis. Good. Let's do the other leg. So come onto one leg, hold your other foot or your ankle to help yourself balance. Look at one spot. You can press your tail away, make your beak really long. Ooh, nice job. Good balancing. Another animal that we could see in the water. Oh my goodness, look out, Ibis, it's a crocodile. Ah, come on down to your side. We'll do your crocodile pose. Put your arm out, and put your legs out like a tail, and your claws out like jaws. And we're gonna do big snaps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa, that's a really big crocodile jaw. Let's swing around and do the other side. Lay on your other side with your other arms out like claws. Oop, that's my legs. There we go. My legs are at the tail. I can't move those like that. You could wiggle them back and forth. Good job. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right. Oh, I hope those birds are careful. That's a big, scary crocodile you are. A really fun animal in Australia is called a platypus. A platypus is a mammal, but it lays eggs. Most mammals don't lay eggs. The platypus does. And it can swim in the water, and it has a beak, kind of like a duck. It's a really funny animal. So let's lay on our bellies and be a platypus. Come onto your belly and put your arms by your side, and your feet can kick, and then move your head like you have a big bill. Good, float. Swim in through the water. You can swim like this. Good. Nice big platypus kicks. Good job. Whew. Now platypuses, platypi, are not the only strange animal in Australia. There's also one called an echidna. It's another mammal that lays eggs, and it kind of looks like a porcupine. It's got a lot of spikes. So we're going to be an echidna. Come onto your seat, sitting on your feet, and bring your hands down. And then you're going to put your forehead down on the ground like a echidna. Nice and round. One more breath. Nice job. All right. Well, there are a couple other animals that I wanted to see if we could find, but luckily, one of them is far away. And I say luckily because it's kind of mean. It's got big jaws, and it likes to bite. That's called the Tasmanian devil. And I don't think there are any more on Australia. They're just in Tasmania. We'll pretend to be one. So you come onto your hands and your knees, and we're gonna reach forward like we're gonna snap with our jaws. Good, get those teeth out. Whew, those are kind of scary animals. The Tasmanian devil. But one animal that we will see a lot of is the dingo, and those are quite friendly. They're a wild dog. They're not friendly to people. I wouldn't go too close to them. But we do like dogs, so come onto your hands and feet and press back like a dingo, a dog that roams around the Australian bush. You can pick up one foot, like the tail, and the other foot. Nice job. There are lots of dingoes around in Australia. So we'll probably see even more of them if we continue to travel. Well, it's time to take our Jeep back and take a nice rest before our long plane ride home. So let's lay down on our backs. We had a nice long adventure in Australia. We can remember all the wonderful things that we saw, the beautiful bright colors of the ocean and the white sand, the animals out by the sea, the seagulls and the crabs, the dolphins and the sharks. We saw the Sydney Opera House, this beautiful triangle-shaped rooftop. We took a boat ride. We took a Jeep ride and saw koalas in the trees, the ibis bird in the water, the crocodiles and the platypus, the silly echidna. We imagined the Tasmanian devil and saw lots of dingoes on the way. And now we're all rested to make our way back to our home, where we can rest in our room, in our bed, and then tell wonderful stories of everything that we saw to our friends. Take a deep breath in and let it go. And roll onto your side. Bring your knees in. Sit up nice and slow. Come to a really nice tall seat again, and we'll do a couple more breaths together to help us get ready for whatever it is we're going to do next in our day. As I open the ball, take a deep breath in through your nose and then let it out nice and slow. Nice job. Thank you so much for being here, and I can't wait to see you again soon. Bye.